All right. So, um, welcome to our team call. um, just wanted to kind of set up what this call is going to be about. I just got back from leadership in Coronado, California on Sunday. And so this call is going to kind of be a culmination of things that I've learned and kind of like the basic theme of what they were trying to teach us at leadership. And I just want to make sure that the team, like you guys, fully grasp like what Beachbody is about and where we need to be moving with our businesses, with everything. And so it's going to be a lot about creating transformations and really servicing our customers. And so that was a huge theme that I took away from this leadership, and it was amazing. And so that's really what I'm going to kind of be focusing on today. It's going to be a little bit of a just a mishmash of topics, but for the most part, it's all falls into one theme. So I'm not going to talk for super long. I have a doctor's appointment. So I'm going to talk for like 20, 30 minutes. And then if we have any questions, we'll open it up for questions for like 5 to 10 minutes, and then we'll wrap it up. But let me real quick do some quick recognition. So let me share my screen. All right. So let me go back to the front. Okay. So Success Club, y'all are killing it. Crystal is up there with 12 points. Courtney, you have 8. Melissa has 8. I have 6. Carrie has 6. Amy has 6. Kirsten has 6. And Mandy has 5. And then we have a ton of people that are on deck. You guys, this, like I've said this on every team call, this month has been hard, and they talk to us a lot about that at leadership, just overall this year, in accordance with how the network normally does, has been a little bit slower. And they typically see this, kind of slump every 4 years when you have an Olympics year and when you have an election year, not to mention this election year is just like unlike none other. So we fully expect for everything to kind of bounce back after this election is over. But I just want to encourage you guys, like if you have points on the board, like trust me, you can kill this. Like you can help a couple more people this month. We have a week left, and so don't give up on that. I just got my my 6 points in like a day pretty much. So you can get 2, 3, 4 points in a day. So don't give up on the people that you're talking to. Don't give up on, doing those follow-ups and really connecting with people, because that's when that change, that shift happens, when you're being consistent, when they're watching you, and you're really focused on that belief and serving them. They're going to start seeing that. And so we're going to talk more about that, but congrats to everybody that's there already, and just keep your eye on the prize, keep focusing on the people. I posted yesterday about focusing on what the Success Club points stand for and not for the numbers, because if we focus on numbers, then it's just the business, right? And what we want to focus on is helping people transform their lives. And so focus on that. Focus on what did those 2 points do to change your life when you gave your coach 2 points when you signed up. And so that's what you kind of have to be focusing on is really what is it that you're going to do to change their life. And when they give you those 2 points in return, what are you going to do to service them? All right. So these are our top 10 volume producers for last week. So Crystal, Melissa, Tabitha, Leanne, Jenny, Kirsten, Elizabeth, Adrian, Stephanie, and Mandy. Congrats, you guys. That's awesome. And then let's see, we've got a new coach, Carrie Weiler. I know we have other new coaches, but these were the ones that we found on the team page. So that is those. All right. So I'm going to, all right. So now I'm just going to talk to you guys, because I've learned so much over the past, I don't know, since when did it start? Last Wednesday. And obviously I can't share everything that I learned because it would take 4 days. But I just kind of want to reiterate like some of the main points and just kind of instill some topics and some belief and some learning into you guys as well. So one of the main things that Carl wanted us to take away, make sure you guys mute when you hop on, mute yourself. He wanted us to take away what our company is and what our company really stands for. So I actually posted one of Carl's speeches in the team page. I don't know if you guys watched it or have had a chance to watch that yet, but it was really, really powerful. And I'm just going to kind of reiterate a little bit of what he said because it's so powerful. And basically what he was talking about was he was in a meeting with a bunch of other network marketing executives from different companies. I don't know which companies, but just other network marketing companies. And he was talking about what the problem is in network marketing today. And the biggest problem that he sees is that companies are focusing on the financial opportunity versus the belief in the actual products, the quality of the products, what the products can do for people. And so he kind of told this story about, the problem in network marketing is that there's this box, and he kept talking about this box, and nobody knows what's in the box. They just keep selling the box, and it keeps piling up in their house. And they're making money, right? So it's really exciting. They're making money off of these products. And then one day somebody goes, well, what's actually in that box? And oh my gosh, you guys, I think I'm like really pregnant and emotional or something today, but I'm like going to cry. And they said, I don't know what's in the box, but we're making money, so it doesn't matter. And sheesh, what's wrong with me? And Carl said, I don't ever want our company to be like that. I don't ever want Beachbody to be more about, why do I get so emotional? This is ridiculous. This is belief, you guys. This is belief in our company. I don't ever want our company. I don't ever want Team Beachbody to be more about pushing a product, selling a box to people, and less about what is in that box that's going to change somebody's life. I want it to be, no, you better open that box and you better use it because what's in that box is going to change your life. And so, craziness. So anyways, that was kind of really the whole theme of our weekend, was belief in the box, belief in what Beachbody does to change people's lives, belief in our products, in our programs, in Shakeology, and everything that we have to offer as coaches, and really focusing on quality enrollments, focusing on quality people. And I don't mean that in like a bad way or anything, but just people that are going to come in, bringing people into the business that have a belief in what it is that we're doing. And not just people that want to get rich, right? Because that's not the right way to do it. That's not the way that we want Team Beachbody Network to be expanding. Because what happens is if all people care about, and I'm not saying it's bad to care about money, right? This is all business for us. It's not a charity. So it's okay to want to make money doing this. But if you put that message out there first to new people, all they're going to see is a $15.95 a month fee. And if they're not making that back within the first 2 to 3 months, they're gone, right? Because they don't have a belief in what is in the box. They haven't built a belief in our network, in our culture, in our company. And so that is really kind of like a culmination of doing a lot of different things. It has to do with the messaging that we're putting out there on social media. It has to do with the way that we're talking to people. It has to do with the way that we enroll people. It has to do with just how we're running, our challenge groups. And so that's kind of what I'm going to talk about today, because I think it's really important that we as a team really make sure, and I know most of us are kind of on this track, but I think there's also like a little bit of a switch that we could make, or that some of us could make, into focusing on number one, maybe it's building your belief. Maybe you need to have a stronger belief, because that's the only way that you're going to enroll new customers, right? Is by having that belief. And one of the quotes that they shared with us was by Zig Ziglar, and he said, selling is just a transference of feeling. And so basically what that means is that if you have that belief in your heart, if you are proof that the products work, you believe so wholeheartedly in what Beachbody does as a company, you're going to be able to share these products organically. You're going to be able to inspire other people and motivate other people to join you on this journey. But if you don't have that belief yourself, then it's going to be really hard, right? It's going to be really difficult for you to share. It's going to be really difficult for you to talk to people about it. Obviously, you learn new skills, you get better at things as you just keep trying. You mess up a million times in conversations, but you just kind of learn from it. But if you don't ever build that belief in what Beachbody is, what we have to offer, how we can change people's lives, then it's going to continue to always be hard. And you're never going to find joy in what you're doing. You're never going to have purpose behind what you're doing. And more than likely, you're going to be gone too, because you're going to feel overworked. You're going to feel stressed. You're going to feel like you're putting all this time into something that's not actually creating joy in your life. And we're all here because, we don't want to work a job that causes us pain, right? And to a degree, of course, building a business, you're gonna have some pain going through it, right? There's no way around that. There's no way around anything. But ultimately, we want to create a business that produces purpose, that gives us purpose, that changes people's lives, that helps create these transformations. And so that is what we want. That's what I want. That's what, the corporate Beachbody wants, for us to have that culture of transformations, to have the culture of real quality connections, and not just focus on selling that box and just enrolling people and getting people to join. Focusing on the quality enrollment is really important. And so it starts with getting people results. It starts with our challenge groups, for one. Enrolling customers who really want to make a change. So it starts with you asking the right questions. And I know we train you guys on this, but sometimes I think it gets lost because you're thinking, oh, I just need Success Club points, or I really want this person to join my challenge group. And so sometimes it gets lost. And so just really creating that quality relationship where you're the coach and you're drawing people, you're drawing goals out of people. So asking them the right questions. For example, if you're talking to someone about your challenge group, what kind of questions could you ask them to help them just kind of, number one, figure out what their goals are, but help place them with the right products, help, kind of make them understand that what you have is valuable, right? So asking them, do they struggle with nutrition or portion control? Asking them, how many times have they started doing a workout and fallen off track, or a nutrition program and fallen off track? Why do they think they fell off track? What do they think was missing in all of that? What else? How would your life look if you were able to achieve, whatever they said their goal was? How can you make it more about a number on the scale than, more than a number on the scale, and less about a number on the scale and more about what it is that they really want in their life? Because they might want to lose 20 pounds, but how is their life going to be different? Because that's what's going to motivate somebody to really want to make change in their life. So you could ask something like, like I said, how would your life look? How would your life change? What things could you do if you lost that 20 pounds that you can't do now? And then just really making sure, do you really think that having me as your coach and having a support team to help you every step of the way to achieve that, confidence, or to achieve that goal of being a role model for your family? Do you think that will really help you? And, obviously, like, usually the question that I've been asking people lately is, are you ready to commit and invest in yourself and in your health to achieve that goal? And so I think just really like digging deep with people is important, because that's going to improve the quality of the challengers and the coaches that we're bringing in as well. One statistic that they gave us, and they were talking about how our network is kind of, having a lot of success, having a lot of financial success, right? And it's really easy to put forward that financial opportunity, which is so unique to like network marketing. And it's drawing in some of the wrong people, I guess, just not the most quality people, like I was talking about before. And they said that 26% of people who sign up directly as a coach have no really idea what Beachbody is or what we do as a company. 26% of them leave within, I think they said within a year. So they cancel their membership within a year. But the people who build belief, the people who are enrolled with some sort of product, or they're in a challenge group before, and then they become a coach after that, only 17% of those people leave within a year. And so that's a pretty big difference. And also, those people earn about 14% more than the people who are just enrolled as a coach. Now, this doesn't mean that you shouldn't enroll anybody who hasn't been in your challenge group before, right? Because I know I wasn't that person. I wasn't the person who had been in a challenge group previously, okay? But I found my belief in Beachbody. And so I think it's just really important when you're having those conversations with coach prospects and maybe they haven't been a customer previously. I think it's important that you do ask those right questions, and you do make them understand that they have to have a belief in what we do as a company. And they really do care, not just about the financial side of things. They really care about creating transformations. And that is part of the job, and that's what we have to do. And so I think that's just a really good lesson to learn, is helping people build the belief before they become a coach, and help them understand exactly what it is that we do as coaches in creating these transformations, and being just simplifying it for people, and letting them know, like, you've got to be proof the product works. If you don't believe in what's in that box, you are not going to succeed. Okay, so let's talk about challenge groups. So kind of going along with, our biggest goal as coaches is to run these challenge groups and get people results, right? And so what is the best way to do that? And I think a lot of us have gotten in this spiral of, okay, sign somebody up, throw them in a challenge group. I'll check in with them at the end of the month. Sign somebody up, throw them in a challenge group, right? And thinking that the challenge group is going to do all the work for you. And for some people, that might work, but very few people does that work. And so kind of reframing our challenge groups, how we connect with our customers, our challengers, is going to be really important. Setting some parameters for them, making sure, kind of running it like a test group in a sense, where they have to commit to doing certain things. They have to commit to posting a certain number of days a week. They have to commit to drinking their Shakeology every single day. They have to commit to working out, like 4 to 5 times a week at a minimum. They have to commit to submitting their weekly progress photos, things like that. I think a lot of what we did in the health bet is a huge part of seeing success in our challenge groups and really creating those transformations. But another big part of it is you as a coach getting on the phone with people. Another statistic that they shared is that people that have biweekly phone calls with their coach or with whoever it is that's holding them accountable are 78% more likely to succeed and have results at the end. So that's huge, you guys. 78% of people are going to have results if you just get on the phone with them and, have them give you a phone call once a day, or even if it's just a few times a week, and say, hey, so did you get your workout in today? Maybe they didn't. Okay, so what are you going to do tomorrow to make up for it? And just having that human connection, and not always, because this is such a virtual business, which is honestly, I love that, because number one, getting on the phone can be hard, right? But I think change is good at the same time. Change is good. And, if that's what's going to help people, then I'm all about it. But then also virtually, it's harder to build quality relationships through social media, through Facebook Messenger, through email, than it is like actually hearing somebody's voice, right? And so if they are hearing your voice every single day, I don't know, it doesn't even have to be every single day, but if they're hearing your voice 3 to 4 times a week, they are going to feel a connection to you. And more than likely, they're not going to leave. And they're going to keep going because they don't want to let you down. They don't want to let the challenge group down. They don't want to let themselves down, because you're there really holding them accountable every single day. And now some people were asking me like, so can we just like text them? No, that's the same thing as sending them a Facebook message, right? You need to get on the phone and hear somebody's voice and what they're saying to you. So we're kind of in the process right now, or I'm in the process of doing a little bit of a restructure of how I run my challenge groups. And I feel like we're constantly evolving, and that's a really good thing. And I feel like every month I change something a little bit. But I think that really building that quality relationship with our challengers is going to be a game changer for everybody here, for everybody on our team. It's going to open up so many new transformations. Like, I feel like our goal as a team should be to have somebody on our team, or somebody that's a challenger from one of the coaches on our team, like be in that Beachbody challenge competition, or not competition, but be one of like the finalists for the Beachbody challenge. Like, how awesome would that be if somebody from our team was up there for, could win $100,000 for their transformation. So that being said, we have some really awesome opportunities. So Core de Force is coming out like in a few days, the end of the week. And it's amazing, you guys. Like, I was so excited to be able to do this program live. Honestly, I wasn't really sure about it. I've never been like huge into like the martial arts type of stuff. I never did, what was that program we used to have? I don't know. We had a kickboxing program before, combat, and I never did that. I was like, But this one is so cool. Like, it's seriously so much fun. It's hard. It is intense. It can be modified, but it was a blast. Like, I'm like stoked to do it now. Just from trying it a couple of times, and hopefully you did the sneak peek that we had yesterday. The sneak peek was awesome as well. You kind of just feel like a total like badass when you're doing it, which is kind of fun, right? So we have that coming out. So great opportunity to share with people. Maybe a little bit different market, right? Maybe a little bit different market than Country Heat or 21 Day Fix, of people that you can help. Even bringing back some of your previous challengers who are maybe like the idea of doing something like this a little bit more is a great idea. Then we have Team Spirit. So if you're on this call, if you're not signed up for Team Spirit, make sure that you sign up. You have until, I think, the end of this month, the enrollment stop. Our team, so we've combined a team with our, Natania Downs, who is our upline, and then Melissa's team, Hope Nation. So we've combined and we're calling our team Faith Nation. So if you enroll for Team Spirit, just go into Team Beachbody, find the enrollment for Team Spirit, sign up under the name Faith Nation, and put Natania as I think the founder is what it asks for. And then, and then you're signed up. Make sure you let us know so that we can add you into our Facebook group. But Team Spirit's going to be a lot of fun. I think that there's going to be a lot of awesome things coming out of that. And it's just fun to kind of challenge each other and work together. If you're motivated by working in a group, it's seriously so much fun to do this kind of, group effort type of challenge. So we have that. Then we have the health bet. So the health bet is coming back in January. So perfect timing for New Year's resolutions, all of that type of stuff. And so that's really exciting. I know we had some awesome results coming out of our last health bet challenge, and just so much activity and so much progress that people made. So that was really fun, and I'm excited about doing that again. But don't forget about this year, you guys. We still have the rest, the last week of this month. We have November, we have December, where we can really help people. And yes, you can sit there and say, oh, it's holidays, nobody wants to do it. But that's not true. I promise you it's not true. There are people out there that still want to make progress, that want to, you can do like a year-end resolution because, right, so many people made goals, maybe they fell off, but you've still got 2 months to help somebody, gain progress on their life. 2 months is a long time. You can make so many changes. You can make transformations in 2 months. And so don't give up on people don't make the excuse that it's the holidays just because somebody else does. There's so many people out there that we can help in the next 2 months. Okay, real quick, if you guys have questions, you can either unmute yourself or you can type it in the chat.
Jackie, this is Kelly.
Hey, Kelly. Yeah, I can hear you. How are you?
Good to see you. I noticed when Lindsay was at the leadership, she posted a number of slides about some of the policies and procedures, or I think it's called the rules and regulations, on how we should be identifying ourselves and certain things. Were there any highlights, or would you be willing to share any highlights with us in a Facebook post in your group, or anything that we need to be aware of that maybe we are not following properly?
Yeah, I mean, the biggest thing is and this is what I had notes on, is just the income claims. So, making sure that people know this isn't a get-rich-quick scheme. And so if there's any type of post that you put out on social media that's related to your finances or buying a new car or buying whatever, anyway related to financial stuff, putting that income claim. So basically, I can post this for you guys too, but basically it's like Beachbody does not guarantee any level of income or success from the coach opportunity. Each coach's income depends on his or her own efforts, diligence, and skill. So that's basically it. But just making sure that you kind of post that as a disclaimer at the bottom of your posts. That is the biggest thing. And then the other thing is product claims. So when you are discussing or featuring the products and results, you need to include a disclaimer on that as well, for such as the FDA disclaimer for nutritional products. So you need to say something like, these statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. And so that's basically if you're making a post talking about Shakeology, maybe I know one just came to mind off the top of my head. I don't know if Crystal's on this call, but I know she's gotten off a lot of medication. So maybe some like a post like that where you're talking about somebody coming off medications, doesn't mean that you can't say that, right? Because that's your experience, but just at the bottom say, these statements are not, have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration, blah, 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 blah. So I can post those for you guys as well, so that you have those and you can kind of take note of that and just make sure that you're being clear when you're sharing on social media. And then the last thing I have notes on is bonus pools and incentives. So like you cannot give people cash for recruiting. So like you can't say, all right, if you're a diamond coach and you recruit X amount of coaches to your team, I'm going to give you a $200 gift certificate to Louis Vuitton was like one of the examples they gave. What you can do is you say any personally sponsored coaches of mine who are diamond as of X date will receive a $25 gift certificate to Lululemon. So like you can give up to $25 gifts as long as it's not like straight cash. So you can do that. But, there's a right and wrong way to do it. So I will post those for you guys on the team page so that, you can refer to that. But those were like the main points that they kind of made as far as the PMP goes. You're welcome. And anybody else have questions? No questions? Okay. Just to kind of wrap. Oh yeah.
There was a question in the chat.
Oh, is there? Okay.
I think Courtney asked a question about challenge groups and how you're running them, whether it's on Facebook or in the app.
Oh.
Maybe that's with the new style. You're welcome.
Sorry, for some reason I can't see the chat anymore. It's really weird. Okay.
You want me to read it to you?
Oh wait, I just brought it up again. Okay. So challenge groups are you running? And so I am personally doing my challenge groups in the tracker in the app. My free ones I'm still running on Facebook, but I just have one group that I run all my free groups in. And then, you don't have to do what I do. You know what I mean? Like I think Melanie Mitra was saying that a lot of her customers were preferring to go back to Facebook. So she's kind of been doing both. And I know Melissa was saying a lot of her customers prefer the Facebook groups as well. So, you can kind of see, I just personally like the app. It's easier for me because then I don't have to go into Facebook and get lost in all the groups and stuff like that. And everybody has told me they liked it just because, I don't know, I guess my people like to check things off. I love that you can just kind of log in every single day. So it's kind of up to you how you want to do it, but that's what I've been doing, Courtney. And it might be worth it to just, try the app, see how you like it, see how it goes for 1 month. And okay, you love the app too. Yeah. And they definitely, Beachbody obviously wants us to use the app. They created this for us, for our challengers, to help them get better results and stuff like that. So, if your people are liking the app, I say use the app. But if, they're not feeling it, then, there's no harm in going back to Facebook, right? So it's totally up to you. Is there anything else? Okay, I don't see any other questions. Just to wrap up, really just keep in mind the simplicity of our business. Don't overthink it. Focusing on creating transformation starts with you. And so breaking it down and making it simple is going to be really important for you. It's going to be important for new coaches. If you listen to the National Wake Up Call, this was like all Danielle Natoni talks about, but it's really simple. You do your workout, you drink a shake, you read a book, you talk to people, post on social, and that's our business, you guys. It's so simple, but it starts with you. It starts with you doing those simple things every day. It starts with you having that belief in the box, right? It starts with you just instilling that belief in other people and creating transformations and connecting, listening. Listening is so important, like listening to what your challengers are telling you, listening to what your prospects are telling you, listening to what your coaches are telling you, asking questions, and really building those quality relationships with your challengers, with your team, with your prospects and stuff like that, so that you can really help them. Because if you know their story, then you can help them so much better than if you just sign somebody up and throw them in a challenge group, right? And so make their goals and what they want your priority as well. Our mission statement as a company is to help people achieve their goals, right? Underline their goals to achieve healthy and fulfilling lives. So just making sure we're not getting away from really focusing on other people and what their goals are and helping them to get there. So I think we will wrap it up since somebody has any questions. Excuse me. I hope that this was helpful for you guys. I hope that more of you guys are at leadership with me next year. It's in Las Vegas. Honestly, it was incredible, incredible. Honestly, Summit is cool, but leadership is 1,000 times way cooler. It's a lot more intimate. You get to talk to other coaches that are leaders. You get more downtime, obviously. We got to go to the beach and hang out and just chill. You don't get any free time at Summit. It's just more relaxing, and I don't know, it was just really, really, really fun and inspiring, very inspiring. So if that's not on your goal board, put that on your goal board. You guys, it was on my goal board since pretty much I signed up as a coach and saw all these people going to leadership. I was like, oh, that looks really cool. So for pretty much 3 years, I've been wanting to go to that, and I finally was able to go for the first time this year. You have to be a 5-star diamond coach to get invited. And I think the deadline this year, was August 31st to qualify. So put that on your goal board, you guys, because it is seriously amazing. And I want more people there with me because it's a lot more fun. You see all these people that have a bunch of people on their team there, and you're like, oh, I wish my team was here. It's kind of sad. But we're growing, and I know a lot of you guys have that goal, so make it happen. All right, you guys, have an awesome day. I have to run to a doctor's appointment, but I will catch you later, and I will post that PMP stuff on our team page so that you can check that out as well if you have questions about, the policies and procedures and whatnot. All right, you guys, bye.